car is in horrible condition. It had to have been at a high rate of speed for the impact to have done that to this vehicle.
A robbery in Lexington leads to a deadly crash on I-75. And a gas leak forces several families to evacuate their homes.
Horse racing's holy grail is on the line later this evening, and it means big business here at Keeneland.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 6.
Good evening, thanks for joining us. I'm Sean Moody. Kristen Kennedy has the night off. A bank robbery leads to a deadly crash in Lexington. Police say around 10 o'clock this morning, a man walked into the Fifth Third Bank on Richmond Road and took off with some cash. They say he then led police on a chase down I-75 where he crashed and died. WKYT's Hillary Thornton is in Lexington talking to police and to the coroner about what happened. She has our top story at 6.
Lexington police say this all started around 10 o'clock this morning when a man walked into the Fifth Third Bank on Richmond Road and demanded cash.
We were provided with some information from a witness of a suspect vehicle that was involved, which was a silver Camry. Units happened to be out on the interstate, conducted normal patrols, located that vehicle, and initiated a stop between the 107 and the 108 mile marker southbound.
They say the robbery suspect then continued south on the interstate before veering off to the right.
Officers say the driver got off of Interstate 75 here at exit 104 and shot through the intersection behind me and then onto the southbound on-ramp where he then crashed.
Investigators say he lost control at some point on the ramp, causing him to slam into the rock wall just off of the roadway.
Car is in horrible condition. It had to have been at a high rate of speed for the impact to have done that to this vehicle.
Now police are still investigating both the bank robbery and the crash. At this point, investigators have not said how fast the car was going. In Lexington, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
And the name of the man killed in that crash has not been released. Fire crews had to evacuate a Lexington neighborhood this morning after a gas leak. Firefighters say a man was remodeling his home on Preston Avenue when he hit a gas line in the backyard. Crews evacuated the whole block until they could repair that line. The firefighters are reminding people to call 811 before doing any kind of digging work. A Jackson County man hit by a car has died. The Fayette County coroner says Donald Webb died this morning. Sheriff's deputies say Nikita Sierra Hembry was driving on US 421 when she hit Webb. Deputies say Webb was walking along the road at the time and appeared to be intoxicated. He was taken to UK hospital, and deputies say they don't expect charges to be filed. He strikes again. Police believe a man wanted for 7 bank robberies in northern Kentucky and southern Ohio may have hit another one. A Cincinnati TV station reports police say someone robbed a PNC bank in Hamilton Township. They described the suspect as a man in his 30s wearing a sock hat and a blue T-shirt with a Superman emblem. In each of these robberies, he's given the teller a note demanding money and claiming to have a gun. And each time, investigators say he wore a sock hat. The FBI is offering a $5,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. Well, history is on the line tonight for American Pharoah. If he wins the Belmont Stakes, he'll be the first Triple Crown winner in nearly 40 years. Post time is set for 6:50, and our Rob Bromley is here with us for a preview of tonight's big race. Rob?
Well, we will know in less than an hour if he can do it. Can American Pharoah win the Triple Crown? It would be the first time since 1978. Trainer Bob Baffert, owner Ahmed Zayat, and everyone around American Pharoah has seemed confident since the Preakness. Earlier this week, Zayat called it a rider's race. It's a hard race at 1.5 miles. But Zayat has stayed the course, believing Pharoah can do it.
I'm confident in the ability of American Pharoah. Because the horse is giving me that confidence. I'm not arrogant about it. I think that he's a special horse. What makes him special, in my opinion, is the way he moves. He's an absolute, he's the best moving horse I've ever seen, and he does everything so easy for him.
All right, post time is at 6:50 at Belmont Park. Since affirmed in 1978, 13 3-year-olds have come this far, and they have failed to win the Triple Crown.
We'll see you again. Can do it. Thanks, Rob. Now, for folks who couldn't make it to New York, Keeneland provided a similar Belmont experience. Thousands of people headed out to the racetrack to be a part of what could be horse racing history. Mike Linden was there in the middle of the excitement.
The last time a horse won the Triple Crown was when Jimmy Carter was still president of the United States. And with American Pharoah in line to potentially win horse racing's elusive Holy Grail, it means big business here at Keeneland. Following the Kentucky Derby and the Preakness Stakes, the gates at Keeneland opened to the public for free again today. Track officials expect a crowd of more than 5,000 people on hand to potentially witness horse racing history.
Well, there's a lot of media coverage, a lot of people excited about the race, and we do about 50% more business here on a Belmont day that has a Triple Crown winner when compared to the Preakness.
Even with American Pharoah poised to win the Triple Crown, Sam Patterson of Lexington and his friends have made it a tradition to come to Keeneland to watch the Derby and the Belmont Stakes every year.
It started some years ago, about 10 or 11 years ago. We came, we come combined family reunion weekend with the Belmont, and it's all kind of coincides with the family thing that we do.
Patterson says even though the race is several states away, he's right where he wants to be.
This is the best place to watch a horse race in all of America. I've been to several horse tracks around the country, and this is by far the best.
And as to who fans think is going to win?
I think American Pharoah will get out there on the front. Since Victor Espinosa's been here a couple times before, he won't burn him up, and hopefully he'll have enough coming down the stretch to outlast whoever's running at him.
In Lexington, Mike Linden, WKYT.
Now, if you pick a winner tonight and you want to cash in your ticket, Keeneland's drive-through betting windows open at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Well, it's been another hot and humid day across the Bluegrass. Certainly starting to feel a lot more like summer. And if you enjoyed the sunshine and warmer temperatures today, you're going to like what's in store for the rest of the weekend. Meteorologist Jim Caldwell has a first look at your forecast.
Unless you don't like temperatures that near 90 degrees, because that could be where we're going into the day tomorrow. Out there right now, you can see the air, and when you can see the air and the moisture in the air, you know that you are dealing with a pretty warm day. Or muggy day. The warmness not there quite yet. Upper 70s, low 80s generally all across central and eastern Kentucky. Not bad. 79 degrees, but the humidity is creeping up on us, and it will continue to creep up, especially into the day tomorrow. It's going to do more than creep up. It's really going to jump up, as a matter of fact. We've been tracking some clouds to our east. That's keeping temperatures down from Mount Sterling to Moorhead, out into eastern Kentucky. You go south of that line, though, and you're looking at some mid-80s. Look at Monticello, out toward Middlesboro, London, 84, 86 degrees in those locations. So a little bit warmer hanging out down there. And they still have a chance to see maybe a stray shower or two develop in those locations. It's all about the heat, though, today and especially into the day tomorrow. We go through the evening, overnight tonight, temperatures mid, maybe some upper 60s out there. But we get into the daytime. Tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, look at this, 87, 88. Some of us might even touch the 90-degree mark tomorrow as well. That's something we'll be watching for. And the heat indices will certainly try to at least touch that. So that's what it will at least feel like on the outside. Beyond the heat, we start tracking the possibility of strong and severe thunderstorms. And we will take a closer look at that coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Jim, might as well call that July, I think. Well, the weather was perfect for those participating in the annual Relay for Life of Fayette County. That walk wrapped up this morning at 7, and organizers say they raised more than $147,000. If you didn't get a chance to make it out for the event, you can still donate. The Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife wants you to go fishing for free. This weekend, you don't need a permit or a license to go fishing. People across Kentucky can enjoy free fishing days and save $20. More than 500 fishing events are happening this weekend in the Commonwealth, and thousands of people are expected to participate this weekend. Today marks the 71st anniversary of the Allied D-Day invasion of Normandy. The day marked the beginning of the end of World War II and the first step to liberation for many of its victims. More than 5,000 ships and 13,000 aircraft supported the D-Day invasion. More than 9,000 Allied soldiers were killed or wounded that day. Their sacrifice led to the defeat of Adolf Hitler's regime. British are coming for this year's Tony Awards. When the theater industry gathers to celebrate the best of Broadway, the English will be everywhere, but then again, so will the Americans. Marley Hall has a look at the competition.
The theme of this year's Tony Awards could be the British invasion.
I'm sorry it feels like that. I mean, but it's so funny. Maybe it does feel like that as it happens.
Stephen Daldry should know. The Englishman is nominated for Best Director for Skylight. Both the play's stars are British too, Bill Nighy and Carey Mulligan. And they're both nominated for Tonys.
He absolutely loathes it.
Daldry also directed The Audience. Its British star Helen Mirren is nominated for her role as Queen Elizabeth and hopes to bring home her first Tony Award.
It's a wonderful process of the recognition of people's work, and it's a very exciting time on Broadway.
Thousands of miles from the surface of the earth.
Alex Sharp is the British transplant nominated for Best Actor in a Play for The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime.
A beautiful surprise, and to get that recognition is really amazing.
His biggest competition is All-American Bradley Cooper for The Elephant Man.
Americans also appear to have the edge in the musical categories. Fun Home is a heavy favorite.
The show is based on a memoir about a uniquely dysfunctional Pennsylvania family. The critics say it might look like a Broadway tea party, but the Americans are putting up a fight. Marley Hall, CBS News, New York.